Hey, hi, hello, good afternoon. Hope your weekend has been great so far. Mine been pretty relaxing. Apart from some sort of inclement weather, it's been pretty smooth goings. And yeah, like I said on Twitter this morning, got up early, so I decided, hey, why not do something with it? Ran some errands, and I'm like, man, feels good to have accomplished a task, right? It's like, man, it's another check off the list, right? It gets smaller. Little by little, you work at it, and that problem that seemed like big and insurmountable at first starts looking a lot more manageable. Much like, imagine what Brotato probably, or like, game development in general is just like once you finally get that 1.0 release out, it's like, oh man, it's like a whole weight off the back. Yeah, and we're... So on that note, yes, we are coming back to Brotato. And if this is your first time seeing it, this is we're like a horde survival game developed by Blobfish. Guess it's kind of came in the wake of games like Vampire Survivors and the like, where you're a guy, you have to survive against a bunch of enemies. So this one kind of mixed his things up compared to VS. Anyways, let's jump in here because yeah, 1.0 release, so they did release some new characters, new items, and such. And as you see, I did play a little bit beforehand to kind of get back into it. Thankfully, it's not too hard to do so. And yeah, so down here are like all the new characters. I did unlock a few, like, as I did my reacclimation runs. So they were like pretty easy requirements. One of them was just get to level 20, the other one was get 10 tier 1 items, which, practically have to go out of your way to not finish that. Anyway, let's pick one of these guys, and what should I get? The Apprentice, which slowly gets more damage and engineering as they level up, but less HP, so gonna be pretty squishy. We have a Renegade that gets quite a bit of piercing, additional damage. Starts with a very hefty damage penalty. I can't get much more. Have here requirements are finish a wave with 1 HP, get 3 tier 4 ore weapons at once, 2 bait, wave with 10 or more living trees. Oh boy. I wonder if this is one that's gonna like unlock like an environmentalist character or something that really doesn't want you to cut down trees. Alright, let's go with Apprentice. And I should turn up the music. I can like barely hear it. Imagine it's not picking up a lot. And stream. Yeah, this ain't so bad. Yeah, okay, this works. Yep, okay, the bar's picking up. Anyways, might have been better for the start anyway, so you can hear me ramble on. Anyways, enough menu talking about. Let's get in here. Oh, did anyone watch like Giant Bomb? Or maybe just like people kind of doing like gameplay videos of the sort, right? Like various journalistic outlets doing that kind of thing. I remember that getting like that always being a complaint when it came up like in the video, where if someone spends a lot of time in menus, you get like a bunch of comments complaining that they spent a lot of time in the menus. This reminds me of that. Which I can understand why someone would want to go through the menus, right? Because that's kind of like lets you show the fundamentals of the game off in a way, right? Especially if it's, say, like a, for example, if you're doing like an RPG, right? You want to show how the characters play out and it's built and everything, and you're like in a battle or something like that, you know, you'll have menus there too, and maybe might be important to show what kinds of settings there are too, right? One of the things they always like to joke about is like, oh, where's the subtitles option gonna be? Maybe that's the kind of stuff you want to know about prior to starting the game. Yeah. So anyways, if for the uninitiated, one thing that stands out between Brotato and the other, you know, horde survival games that came out is that this is a lot more wave-based, right? So you can see from here, it's, you know, you have to survive a certain amount of time, you complete the wave, and you get to go to a shop between each wave to pick up whatever upgrades and items you might need. This is what I get for trying to break open that tree. I got greedy. That's entirely my fault. Yeah, after every wave, you go to a shop, you pick up weapons and items with the materials you've collected in a wave. And you go about your day. Do that 20 times, and then you win. Pretty straightforward, all things considered. Which I guess is one of the things I like about it, right? It doesn't... there's nothing complicated about it. I guess it's like that with the other games too. At least with, like, say, Vampire Survivors, 20 Minutes Till Dawn, they really don't have like much of a grand plot to it either. Like, even Vampire Survivors is like a lot more irreverent than anything. While 20 Minutes Till Dawn is just like, yeah, Lovecraft, survive, have fun. Harvesting. Yeah, we'll take that. Harvesting is like weird stats. Like, the thing that you might not quite understand what it means, but thankfully you can kind of move your mouse over. It used to be. Oh, okay, yeah, here we go. See, you can go highlight a stat and it'll tell you exactly what it does. So, you get more materials and XP at the end of a wave, and it goes up until wave 20, where it goes down. Sort of the survival, the endless limiter, as it were. Might as well get items that boost max HP to kind of sort of stave off the HP reduction we get at the end of each wave. Just imagine if we survive 20 waves, that's gonna be like 40 HP we're gonna lose. Oh wait, no, it's per level, so we could potentially lose more, but definitely worth you know, keeping the HP up, because, you know, want to stay out of one-shot territory. I wonder if this character, you probably want to try to work your way towards dodge instead. Yeah, let's go with luck. Get that early on so we can get some, so we can potentially get better items later on. And we'll do a reroll because it's super cheap. Ah, padding. I like that one. And I get lemonade, because there's no downside to it. And, alright, move on. It's like any good wave-based survival, later waves are going to have fiercer and fiercer enemies. Eventually they're going to do more than just, you know, saunter their way towards you. Others might actively charge at you, others might just shoot bullets. Yeah, like that one. And I think there are some other varieties of enemies too, especially when you get to like higher danger levels. I don't know if I want to do a higher danger run this afternoon, but yeah. And of course you have the metal slime type enemies that are very, very evasive, but if you manage to take them out, you'll get something pretty cool out of it. Get more attack speed. Single glove, padding. Guess we'll get the medical gun and lock the duct tape. That's one thing I do like about Brotatoes. Like, there's an item that you like but can't afford, you can lock it, and then that'll let you just save it for later. Obvious disadvantage, of course, is that it'll take up one of your shop slots, so if you say have all 4 items in a shop locked, you're not going to get any new ones until you decide to unlock one or buy it. But it's a nice compromise between you know, thing shows up, but you can't afford it. Well, you can always just hold it for later. It's like, is that like layaway? Layaway in the department stores. Oh my god, that reminds me of that one time I decided to, you know, do pickup at like a big box retailer. Remember ordering online, getting it, said, hey, I want to pick it up at the nearby store, and they said, okay, just come over here at this particular date, and you can get it there. And like I went over there, went to their layaway section, you know, decided to just stand there, and then wait. And I kind of waited there for a while. I think it wasn't until like 15 minutes later that someone finally came out to the desk and said, hey, are you being serviced right now? And I was like, no. And then they asked, hey, what are you here for? And I was like, yeah, I'm here to pick up an item. And then we got it squared away like very quickly after that. So I wonder, it just makes me think that maybe they just don't get pickups like that like a lot at their spots. So they rarely have anyone, if ever, just you know, staying at that spot. I guess didn't realize someone was there until it got brought up at some point, I guess. Yeah, I guess I should be thankful that I consider that my worst experience with layaway. I don't know. I hear so many horror stories about retail, both directions, right? From the customer side and the employee side, and it's like, I definitely sympathize with everyone who's kind of run into bullcrap. Just wish I could say I knew how they felt. Although I guess there's this one moment that didn't like directly happen to me, but it kind of happened to one of my siblings when we were like at a store. We were at like a self-checkout. You know, we were just scanning things normally and just stick them in a bag. I think one of the employees just came by and was like, "Hey, you can't scan the same thing repeatedly." And then they went and looked at the screen and were like, "Oh yeah, you weren't doing that. Oh, never mind, carry on." Which again ended favorably, but I don't know. Probably felt bad that they were accusing us in the first place. And again, you know, we were on the up and up. We were actually scanning each item individually. We weren't trying to like cheat the system or anything. So I guess that's why they didn't like, you know, do anything else. Get a landmine, save the black belt. Although, knowing what I do now, there's definitely a lot more things I'm kind of sympathetic towards employees about, like, I don't know. Anyone else ever had that moment where they, like, go into a store that has, like, a ton of checkout lines, but maybe only 3 of them are open? I used to get, like, mad at that, because it's like, man, why don't they have more open? Because they have them there. Now I'm like, yeah, maybe they just didn't have enough employees that day, or they just crunched the numbers and realized maybe didn't make sense to have so many employees when, you know, customer activity wasn't high on that day as one would expect. It's like, yeah, plenty of reasons for it. And it doesn't always just, oh, they were lazy. I've come to hate that. I've come to hate that turn of phrase, just being lazy. It just feels like you're denigrating the other group. Just there could be a variety of reasons why they can't do something, and it's not always like related to laziness, you know? It's just irksome for me. I do try to be understanding. I at least try to be more understanding of where another person might be coming from, you know, if they fall in some troubles. Granted, it only goes so far, of course, right? It's like, you know, I can only do so much before my patience and my sympathy start running low, but at least try to give him benefit of the doubt. As long as it's deserved. Good lord, level 13. We've only got like 4 HP. It's like any hit from an enemy is pretty much gonna spell the end for me, so I gotta be super careful. Is it just me or is like HP capped at like 4? Or no, maybe it's because of padding. Because padding gets me like additional HP for every 100 I have, so I'm at like 1, but my padding is getting me additional HP. Very small amount, which is all gonna go away because I'm spending all these materials. Yeah, we'll get dodge. I really should go the dodge route. Armor isn't gonna do much good. Damage reduction doesn't mean crap if your HP is like super minimal. Yeah, we'll get back upgrade and nose because that's a tier 4 upgrade. And oh man, another one. Let's get crit chance. Crit chance is always a fun one. It's like how close can you get that to 100? That's when your damage just goes bonkers. Get that. Speed is speed. I remember there used to be an item that caps your HP. I wonder if this is like the one, but they decided to change it to your speed instead. This would have been a fine item to have, right? An HP capper that you get early on. 8 engineering and range would be nice, but I don't think 6 speed, a cap of 6 speed would be very helpful right now. Go and hold on to that for now, though. See if we can upgrade our speed. I won't surprise many people to know I like kind of going for a ranged build in this game. Thankfully, melee weapons aren't too bad, because they do have a little bit of range themselves, but obviously guns have just way more range, which allows you to kind of be a bit more free with your maneuvering. The way, you know, materials and XP works in this game, it's dang it, man, really is one hit and you're done. I wonder if I should just maybe pick another character. Let's try Renegade. Can't equip melee weapons. I wonder if this is supposed to be like a reference to the Joker. All right. Oh man. So every gun they get is like basically a spread shot. But it did say 1 additional projectile. I'm surprised, even with like the massive damage penalty, this guy's still kind of punching through the enemies okay. I'll get triceps for now. And get this guy 2 more guns. Alright. Additional damage for each different tier 1 item they have. I wonder if that like offsets the disadvantage of, you know, not getting better items. Hella damage penalty too. Alright. Maybe the enemies just have, like, much lower HP than I thought they did at the start of a run. Alright, what do I want to nab here? we'll go with luck. Get that and that. Ah, right. Items, not weapons. Okay. I'm guessing that's why they have that renegade icon there, just to let you know, hey, your guy will get better if you decide to get this stuff. So it's kind of encouraged, like, picking up a variety, even those that are like they're normally considered disadvantageous to your build. Might as well pick it up because you're gonna get yourself a not unsubstantial damage bonus from it. Is that a tier 1 item? Oh yeah, it is, because it's, you know, black background. What should I get? We'll get more range. Range with guns is always good. And, triceps. Alright. Sells that, and we'll get weird food and... oh, nuts. Can't get insanity. Alright, well, lock toxic sludge, so we can pick that up next time around. So yeah, strategy for this guy is very much just hope you get a lot of tier 1 items. It's gonna be the best way to boost this fella's damage by a lot. $101. Be enough to get a good amount of stuff. Alright, guess I'll boost my luck some more. I'll get insanity, toxic sludge. We'll save up for eyes surgery. A lot of items in this game that either deal burning or kind of improve burning. Makes burn builds pretty viable. Oh yeah, now it's all coming together. And man, the ability to be hit and not just get completely rolled over. It's nice. Alright, combine this shredder so we can pick up this shredder. Yeah, we'll get that. And, alright, cool. Let's see what our bonus is. It's like, plus 40, okay. Also, my damage at mine is 69%. Haha. Make your own jokes about that as you wish, as you see fit. All that, and my guns are still dealing a piddly... okay, some of them are dealing more damage, but there are some are still doing 1, 2... really is luck of the draw, huh? Not to mention, you just have to hope you get ones that are favorable to the Renegade and not ones that are not. Ow. Hey, another toxic sludge. I already got a toxic sludge, though, so I could just recycle this. And, get shoulders. And, hey. More damage boost for Renegade. Man, I like how if you empty out the shop, you just get a free reroll. It's like, alright, just take your pick of whatever you want from this. We're actually gonna keep all of them, because they're all useful, one way or another. Okay. See, the damage is going up a little bit. That's cool. That's cool. Part of me wonders if, like, the item pool gets, like, different odds depending on what character you play as. So, like, you know, if you're playing as, like, one character, then certain items might be more likely to appear. You know, it's not taking into account restrictions, which would obviously bar certain items from appearing, like, in the shop ever. So it makes sense if they wouldn't. Alright, made it to level 9. Definitely getting shoulders again, because that's more range damage, and, I'll actually go with fingers, boost crit chance at 12. Alright, get the shotgun, so we can upgrade that to tier 3. Get turret and gentle alien for more damage. Little frog, we'll get you next time, provided nothing good shows up in the shop. And then you can't sneeze at additional pickup range. Being able to pick stuff up from further away is nice, especially when you start getting like giant crowds of enemies, and it becomes a lot trickier to kind of get in there and get that giant pile of materials that's been building up through the wave. I really need to stop walking into those charging big lugs. Really need to stop doing that. Okay, good. I can survive one hit. Maybe two. I think the run I was playing before this that I won, I actually managed to get my armor up to a respectable level. So I was like taking like 60% less damage, which, you know, really adds up. Ah, energy bracelet. Less range damage, but I get more crit chance. Yeah, sure. Yeah, we'll go with triceps for even more damage. And, hey, snake. Oh, I already have a snake, though. Eh, why not? Additional nearby enemy, so it works out. Yeah, get the mouth for the damage boost. A little frog. What does a damage situation look like? Oh man, this shotgun is barely doing anything. Its tier 3 counterpart doing a lot, though. Might swap it out. We might swap it out. It is nice having that damage report there, so you can kind of tell at a glance, hey, which weapon is not the best performing, so perhaps safest to swap out in the arsenal. Wave 9, my favorite wave, because that's just like a ton of little enemies, so you get lots of materials here. Good opportunity to build your bank. Works especially well if you have like a character that's heavily materials focused too. Or, you know, manage to luck out and getting materials related items like the padding, or there's some other ones too that kind of increase your material gain some way or another. It's all pretty rad. Uh-oh. Should be paying more attention. Guess we'll just get triceps. And now I think about it, I really should not be picking up this damage upgrades. Their effectiveness is decreased by 80%. I really should be going the way they want me to do and you know, getting tier 1 items. Oops. Alright, shotgun and the double barrel shotgun or laser gun and the double barrel shotgun are really lacking. Go ahead and recycle the laser gun. Just shove a flamethrower in there instead. Since I got all these burning related items, might as well put them to good use, right? Yeah, this flamethrower's putting in work. Frying all these nondescript purple blobs to crisp. I don't know what they smell like. Can't be very pleasant. Like, I don't know. Burning live being never turns out well. That's what I get for not paying attention. Alright, let's retry. Maybe we'll look out and get more tier 1 items this run. Hey. Alright, well, I know what to do now, and it's like not get percentage damage based upgrades, because that's only going to hurt me. Yeah, get the Shredder and Scar, because that's more XP. We'll save, lock that in for later. That dual Shredders. You're expecting Shredder from Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles to show up and give this fellow what for. I mean, Batman and Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles have crossed over in a variety of works, so it would at least not be unprecedented. Wow, just a lot of Shredders, huh? But if I get the glasses, I won't be able to afford... Yeah, you know what? I can always lock them. Lock that, get the book for more damage. Oops, all Shredders. Is this what this run is going to be? Just nothing but Shredders? Wouldn't be too bad, because they're an explosive weapon. Can do the AoEs. Back around, get those materials. Try to get as many as I can. I do like the way they kind of handle, you know, leftover materials on the ground. So you see that sack that's like below the amount of total materials that I have. It's when I kill an enemy the next round and they drop a material, that number will go down, and when I pick it up, it'll be worth double. So it's kind of like you know. You're not going to lose it entirely, but you will have to work a little bit to kind of get it next time. You know what? I kind of like the way they do that. Yeah, we'll go for that. Already have a butterfly, so we don't need to worry about that one. One day I will get that tier 2 Shredder. It will be mine. Of course, since materials are worth the same, it's usually worth it to kind of just march up into a large group if you have AoE attacks and blast them to Kingdom Come. Yeah, we'll get a chance for that one. Finally pick this up. Worm. Fortunately, the range penalty will greatly will not make up for the damage. Since I have 80% less damage from that I'll get, it makes sense. I really am relying on just getting more tier 1 items. I don't know why I had such a hard time saying that. Then again, playing games, looking over at the stream, make sure everything's okay, and speaking, it's a lot to juggle at once. It's always amusing when people kind of get at you for like, how do you miss this incredibly obvious thing? And it's like, man, I just did. I don't know. Can't say much more than that. Sorry. We'll start building up. Dodge? No, I want to try to get armor. And we'll get attack speed here. And pick up lemonade, get a taser, why not? And yep, that cog might be worth it since we get such a tiny damage penalty anyway. It's not gonna hurt us all that much. Say, having enemies become slow, that gives you a lot more time to, you know, anticipate their movements, or a lot more time for the damage over times to kind of do their work. Maybe they might not even make it to you before they croak. And these waves always feel like they're a lot shorter than you would think they would be. Oh, Shredder 3. Shredder 3, Return of Shredder. I should only get these two so I can get more of a bonus. I think about it. I wonder if that's why, you know, the penalty starts at, what, minus 400% and get 10% damage, because everything gets modified by 80% anyway, so you know, you're not coming in like completely powerless. I'm guessing the best time to do the finish a wave at 1 HP achievement would be at the very start, because probably be like the best time you could, like, you know, control how much HP you lose, so you just have to smack into an enemy just enough times, and then try not to pick up any healing items, and then you can just get that easy. I wonder if the character you get from that is just going to be one that's just like set to 1 HP for the entire run, so gotta focus on increasing your everything else. I'll also ignore armor if that were the case. Get crit chance there, and I got a good amount of range. Let's get luck here. Ooh. Maybe I should be focusing on dodge. Alright. Get that. Get the cog. And that'll do it. Yeah. Wow, I thought I was gonna get hit by that. Good thing I didn't. Oop. That's the thing about this game. It feels like you can kind of sort of coast easy for a little while. It's like you're kind of doing okay, taking them out in mass, and then you suddenly get that one wave where you're just like getting hit around left and right, or you know, you get hit once, and like over 50% of your HP disappears. Like, oh my god, what's happening? And before you know it, you're dead, and it just says run lost. I'm like, oh man. I think that's like a hallmark of a roguelike. It's just like things just can go south very, very quickly, very easily, with one little mistake, right? That's all it takes for all your carefully laid plans to just suddenly come crashing down on you. Gotta be super careful about that. How's my luck look? 25% more chance of finding items or consumables when you kill enemies. Also increases the rarities. See, none of these other stats are doing it for me, so might as well increase luck a little bit more. Combine these shredders so I can grab a medical gun. And, incendiary turret. And I guess we'll get these two for more damage boost. Alright, we're up to 58. Aw, man. Look at all these good guns that finally decided to show up. We'll lock everything, even the helmet. Just gonna get a lot more shredder combining next wave. Oh yeah, it's all coming together. This is where it becomes fun. It's like, how do I, when there's a good opportunity, just like get into the middle so I can pick up the giant stack of materials and not have to collect them next round. There are times where I kind of miscalculate things and I'll have the charging enemy come smack into me, make me lose all my HP and end the run on the loss. And we're not even at the halfway point yet, and it already feels like I have to do a little dance to make my way through here. Sure, what the heck, more luck. We're almost at 50%, and yeah, let's get range damage. Alright, so we can buy that, we can buy that. Combine these two together, and then we'll combine these two together into a super shredder. Tier 4 shredder. Get the SMG and revolver. Hey, look at that. Aw, man. Just when I got that, I got another revolver. The better revolver. It's like, you have tier 2 revolver, it's like revolver, and then tier 3 revolver, it's like the better revolver. Alright. Can at least lock that, and we can sell off one of these shredders. Maybe I'll sell the taser. And again, it's like a pretty decent support weapon. Although it's not a gun. Alright, well, can worry about that next wave. This is where the real song and dance begins. Gotta bob and weave, duck and weave, float like a butterfly, sting like a bee. It's the eye of the tiger. It's the thrill of the fight. Rising up to face the challenge of our rivals. And the last known survivor stalks their prey in the night, and they'll be watching you with the eye of a tiger. Another one done. Plus 1% damage from... would have been better in another run, but I think I'll just take my 35 materials for this one. It's barely gonna do anything for me. Get attack speed, and yeah, what the heck, get armor. Try to stave off some of that. Stave off some of the increased damage. So what? 4 armor gets me, used to be you could like mouse over this and... Okay, well, at least this still works. Yeah, 21%. Yeah. Not a lot, but works well enough. Man, 723. Yeah, it's probably not worth having anymore. Go ahead and grab the revolver. It's kind of funny. I used to not take the revolver because I never liked the fact that like every 6 shots it would go into an extended reload time, but you know, the numbers don't lie. Even with that seeming disadvantage, it still pumps out way more than the rest of my armaments do here. It just does mean that if you're doing something like 6 revolvers, you do have to factor in that period where you're gonna have an extended period where you gotta wait for the next few shots to come out, so have to plan your strategy around that. But yeah, if it's just like 1 revolver and the rest of your guns are more consistent firing rate, then maybe it's not so bad. It is a heck of a single target damage dealer. I'll tell you that much. Wow, 541. Ooh, coupon. Always take the coupon. Discounted prices. Can't argue with that. So we'll get harvesting since luck is at a respectable 59. Oh man. Yeah, get the cute monkey and the weird food. Not a fan of Triangle of Power. I always... Oh yeah, and it wouldn't even do that much. It would just be like 4% damage and, get smacked around a lot, and ended up losing what little damage advantage I have, which really isn't much. Okay, we can get that. Guess we could upgrade the taser, we'll grab a garden, and we'll leave it there for now. We might luck out. This might be the run where we can get like 3 tier 4 weapons, was it? That'd be pretty rad. I'm guessing it'd probably be a little bit easier to get in an endless run because, you get more waves to kind of max out your arsenal there. But it's not impossible, it's just unlikely. I guess it makes it a bit irksome if you have, like, say, an achievement tied to it like you would in this game, where it's like mostly comes down to luck. Some people might get it early on, other people might be sitting there retrying for maybe even days on end and still not see their achievement pop. Wow, another 500. Don't think I have coffee yet. Defective steroids would not be too useful. I think I already picked that up anyway. Yeah, go with more armor. Ooh. Double barrel shotgun. Alright, we'll combine the revolvers and pack some other heat. I wonder if I could just, like, boot the metagun in a bit. Oh, hang on to the pistol for now. Maybe if another tier... you know what? Forget it. Don't hang on to the pistol. I never liked that weapon too much. Good thing I didn't. Look at that. Tier 3 pistol. Yeah, we'll get... black belt. Spicy sauce. That. Yeah, go ahead and recycle that. Swap it out with a pistol. Maybe with some luck we'll find another pistol. Hopefully we'll get enough. Had to make sure to grab hunting trophy. Even with like 6 waves remaining, that will get us a good amount of materials. I do like that certain items have that sort of stat tracker, so you can kind of... it lets you know how well an item's working for you. For example, the coupon has the material saved stat, and other ones will have like a HP restored or stats increased by this much thing, just to let you know, hey, this is how much the secondary effects of this other item have helped you out. Maybe it will do it a lot, maybe it won't at all, but you'll know either way. That's pretty cool. Lets you make more informed decisions. And that's always nice to have, right? It's good when a game kind of gives you a lot of information up front, so you can better make decisions. Better make informed decisions. I think I already have an alien worm, so I'll take the 11 mats from that. Ooh, plastic explosive, definitely take that, though. Get reflexes. 40% additional attack speed. Yeah, definitely gonna buy hunting trophy, metal detector, sausage. Hold on to the SMG. Hopefully we'll get either a tier 2 SMG or another tier 3 SMG. Then we'll have ourselves 3 tier 4 items. That would be cool, wouldn't it? So you may have noticed already, but the game does feature an endless mode, so you don't have to stop at wave 20. Though I forget though if they consider run 1, like regardless of mode, as long as you hit wave 20 and succeed at it, you will win the run even in endless mode if you fall after that, which makes sense. At the very least, it doesn't disincentivize doing endless mode, because you can imagine if you would always lose a run no matter how far you got in endless mode. That would kind of suck. Might as well get that, because it's tier 4, right? Oh man. Guess we'll get less enemy speed. Get the fuel tank. Ooh. Or damage boost for the Renegade. Another garden, sure. Come on, I just need either a tier 3 SMG or a tier 2. So it does make me wonder if maybe this game has some sort of protection against having like duplicate weapons. I don't think it does. I remember seeing like 2 of the same weapon before, though that might not be the case. I could be wrong about that. I should probably just swap out SMGs. I'm kind of depriving myself of more damage here. Ah, this is like a wave with a lot of materials as well. Wave 15. You play games like these enough, you kind of start recognizing points at which you can really kind of go ham with the farming. Yeah, we'll go ahead and recycle. Yeah, range damage is at a respectable point, actually. Oh yeah, we can get even more. Well, maybe I should go for reflexes instead. Yeah, we'll do that. D4. Additional elemental damage. I do have a taser, so that wouldn't be too bad. Yeah, I'm just gonna recycle that. Get another SMG in here. Do I perhaps want to swap out this taser for a rocket launcher? Or actually, maybe I should ditch the shotgun. Man. Really isn't doing numbers. Yeah, we'll ditch that. Swap in a rocket launcher. And reroll one more time. Oh, there it is. Tier 4 SMG. Alright, we're saving up to that. For now, we'll pick this up. Lock the chameleon as well. Alright, here we go. One advantage of combining weapons is, it's cheaper in the long run. Sure, tier 4 weapon gets you a tier 4 weapon right out the gate, but you do have to kind of pay up the wazoo for it. Honestly, it's hard to say no to AoE damage, especially when you get to higher waves that have lots more enemies. It's like, yep, I kinda need a way to take out large crowds of them to give me a lot more breathing room. Single shots don't quite cut it as much. Although, if you get like items that give your weapons piercing, Oh, I thought I lost a run for a moment there, but no, it's just a wave complete. Woo. Okay. Okay. All right, we'll go for eyes. All right, just enough money to pick up the chameleon and the SMG. So let's do that. 3,000, 2,000. I wonder if I should just ditch the pistol instead, not doing numbers, and since this will be 3 tier 4 weapons, bourgeois. That's a funny name for this Chivo. Alright. So how's everyone doing with the Steam Next Fest? I've started to like those a lot because, I don't know, it's fun. It's a fun way to kind of get previews of games, right? Get a taste of it, get your hands wet, maybe see what you're into, maybe what doesn't quite pan out for you. And I miss those days, right? Because it used to be like, you know, back in the day. Oh boy, yeah, look at me, just sit up on my rocking chair here. Back in the day, we used to have these things called demo discs. And it would give you, like, you know, it would be like the demos these days, where they give you a brief preview of this game that you could check out, right? Something like, say, Tony Hawk's Pro Skater demo that lets you skate around in the airport or the warehouse, and you could get a taste of it, get excited for it, before you decide to plunk down some money for it. Yeah. And then there were like some publications that did even more with that kind of stuff. Like I remember, was it Official Xbox Magazine actually like gave you even more stuff, right? It wasn't just like demos. It would also, like, you know, have avatars that you could, like, you know, copy to your console. Some of them might even have more. Like I remember there was like one Xbox Magazine disc that just unlocked like additional costumes for the characters in Dead or Alive 3. And I remember that being like the raddest thing ever. It's like, wow, you telling me if I get this thing, I can make my other games cooler? Oh, that's so cool. Or no, who could forget the original way they updated Halo 2? They just gave you like a whole ass separate disc that you could use to install the extra content on. It like even came with like patch, right? They actually like rebalanced the game and stuff. That's like unprecedented back in the day to just have a game be updated after post-release with more stuff and changes. And nowadays it's just like commonplace. Yeah, games get updated all the time to patch out bugs or rebalance things or you know, add more content one way or another. And of course, you know, DLC being super all the rage. I know people have very differing opinions over that. I personally am cool with it, though I definitely see the cases where companies might go too far with that kind of stuff. Ha! Weird ghost. Would have been cool if I picked that up earlier, but there's no way I'm getting that now. Not even for a lark. Just a 3 HP. All that for 3 HP and a 10% damage boost for the Renegades. Completely not worth it. Granted, it doesn't seem like I get hit. I say that just as I get hit. I'm just a master at timing for that kind of stuff, it seems. Then again, it's like seems to be a VTuber thing in general, I've noticed. Definitely been in other streams where it seems like, you know, timing of actions of the chat and things happening on stream just meld together well to just create that perfectly timed moment of comedy. Some people get real good at that stuff. Alright, I need to stay up here. Alright, that is a hell of a lot of mats for this final shop round here. Go boost crit chance. Alright, ooh, Tyler. I like how it's just Tyler. Spawn's a little guy that slowly shoots piercing lightning around him for a lot of damage. Guess we'll get the B. Final damage boost. Alright, everything must go. This is the final wave, so we don't have anything that benefits from having lots of mats, so might as well just spend it to go. Get exoskeleton. Alright, here goes nothing. The boss wave! Nice thing about the boss wave is that you don't necessarily have to defeat the boss. You can just survive 90 seconds, but they aren't going to make that easy for you, because I think even if you don't, even if you decide to choose to avoid the boss route, I think like 45 seconds in, the boss goes into mode 2 anyway, so it's going to become harder to survive. Yeah, I don't have the DPS to wreck this guy. Just as a result of the Renegade's abilities, it ain't gonna happen, so I just have to dodge this guy for 50 seconds. I am sitting on a lot of HP, good amount of armor, so I can take some hits, but it's gonna be a bit of work. Alright, 40 seconds. Oh yeah, I do get max HP for picking up fruit at max HP, so might be worth at least picking up 10 of them, because that's the cap. Yep, okay. This is where it gets the trickiest. Because, yeah, you just have limited area to move around very frequently, so you just have to hope that you're positioned in a way that you're not going to have everything charging at you when your movement is restricted. Alright! Renegade beaten. Let's see what we get from it. Alright, King is my bougie character. Barry. 1 HP regeneration for every different tier 1 item, minus 2 regeneration for every tier 4 item. Ah! One thing I like about the unlockables is that they kind of relate to the character in a way. They're like synergistic with what the character you want to run with as. It's also kind of frustrating in a way, because it's like, man, I could have used that earlier, but nope. Hey, what are you doing? I wanted to click. Why are you... Okay, let's use the controller here. Okay, just let me scroll down. Yeah, so this game's doing this weird thing where I click out of it and the window just suddenly shifts like downwards by a lot. Seems to be like a new bug. Doesn't hurt things overall, but I always like to... Oh, hey. Okay. Now it works. I guess because the other part wasn't part of the row. Okay. Screenshot that. Alright, time for a new run. Let's try a newly unlocked character here. King. Lots of additional luck. More damage for every tier 4 weapon I have. Along with attack speed and HP. But... oh, it's plus 5 HP for every tier 4 item. But that's less damage, attack speed, and HP for every tier 1 item I have. You know, considering the disparity of rarity between the two means... Oh boy. I'm gonna have to be much less reliant on tier 4 items. Or tier 1 items. Alright, you know what? I can at least appreciate that they let you pick a tier 2 item to start with. It's like, yeah, don't worry, we're not gonna saddle you with a damage and attack speed penalty right out the gate. If you go for that, that's your fault. Might as well get the shotgun. It's like a decent weapon early on. Of course, just take a little positioning to make sure I nail multiple enemies per shot. Ah, it does make felling trees really easy too. Yeah, here we go. Is getting a BD going to be really worth taking a 2 HP penalty? Probably not. Thankfully, these upgrades here have no bearing on King's stats. I have to assume it doesn't. Oh man. Well, this good stuff I could be getting, but I gotta pass. Reroll. Alright, I'm probably gonna have to take a damage penalty for now. Because I really want at least a shotgun. Yeah, pistol ain't great, so I think I can pass on that. At least early on, I'm going to have to take tier 1 items. I just have to make sure to combine them as soon as I can, because King does not like tier 1 stuff. Get armor for damage reduction. Yeah, here we go. This, I can buy that, then combine them together. And we'll just have to pass on everything else. Honestly, we're going to reach a point where they start offering like tier 2 and above stuff in the shop end. Just have to kind of weather this early game storm here. Hopefully the loss of damage I'm going to have from, not taking a lot of the tier 1 items is going to be offset by the materials that I'll be saving. If like upping harvesting wouldn't be a bad idea either. Keep getting armor. Ah, man. Alright, 1 reroll. Alright, getting a 3rd shotgun. That's it. Everything else really ain't worth the 2 HP penalty. Decent stack of materials. The only thing these crates will probably be good for is just getting more materials. Alright. Bit more damage. Oh, this is painful. Can't get any of this. Ooh. Can get a spear. Is this gonna be worth a 15 HP penalty? Or 2 HP penalty? Yeah. Maybe this one too. Something that just lets me collect more materials without having to go out of my way to get materials. But I do have to remember, can't get all of them. Be very selective. Yeah, since this is wave 5, I'll probably be collecting a lot more crates, so I feel like that item at least will pay itself several times over. Oh, man. Triangle of power. Sure, we'll take it. Get attack speed and so we could at least offset the HP penalty. definitely get the compass. Let's see what we get free roll. Ah, rocket launcher. Okay. That'll come in handy. Gotta ignore the mines. Guess we can get campfire for now. Yeah. Alright. So next wave, we're gonna see some serious stuff. Really wish I got another shotgun so I can at least combine them together and take away this penalty. Although I could just, you know, recycle the shotgun, although that would be dependent on finding more tier 2 and above weapons. Hey, 158. Yeah, why not get more luck? May as well. Hey, an XP boost. Oh, I can only get one or the other, though. Can I can probably go another round without getting a rocket launcher, I think. I hope. We'll see if this comes back to bite me in the ass this wave. You never know. It might, right? You know what they say about overconfidence. It's like, don't think that things are just going to keep staying good because they're good right now, because it can always go south, right? Such is the nature of roguelike, again. Just takes one moment, right? One bad moment to just have everything go pear-shaped. Sadly true for real life as well, right? I've definitely read too many stories about people who were, like, on top of the world. You know, they had everything, they had it all, they're just the best they could be. You know, they just had one bad thing happen to them and just all comes crashing down. You look back at those days and just wonder, what the hell happened? It sucks when that happens. So we get triceps. Alright, now we'll get that and that. Guess we can get the blood leech. Alright, I think we're good. Next wave. Alright, so I think recycle order is going to be shotgun, you know, if I can't combine it. And then the spear, because I want to swap that out with a ranged weapon. I forget where they say it, but I remember there like being a very specific tooltip saying, hey, try not to get too much additional range if you're going for like a melee build, because that will actually decrease the attack speed of your weapons. Which you imagine probably makes sense, because that means it's like, you know, further out the weapon travels, which naturally just adds more time, because it has to go out and then go back. Even if it is a tiny bit. That just might be the difference, you know, between success and failure, so gotta pay mind to that. Alright, here's the farming round. Just kill everything and get the mats. Wander around for some trees. You know what I forgot to do? I forgot to try to set myself up for 1 HP at the end of a wave. Probably don't want to do it now that I'm halfway in. Ooh, 390. A lot of mats. Definitely get the triceps. And, what the hey, heart. Gotta offset stuff that way. Yeah, I'll get clover, alien eyes. Oh man, do I want glass cannon? I mean, I am sitting at 3 armor, so that means my damage rate will go back to normal. 45% damage ain't nothing to sneeze at, especially with my current arsenal. Yeah, let's get it. The saying goes, no guts and no glory. Wish I got more guns, though. Or at least ranged weaponry. If they gave me like a shuriken or a crossbow, I would reluctantly accept that. You know, as long as it's tier 2 or above. Can't deal with this middling tier 1 quality nonsense. Nah, I gotta give me the good stuff. Arrgh. Set with my current arsenal is like barely any opportunity for me to just like kind of waltz in here and grab the mats without taking a big hit in the process. Hey, dangerous bunny. I always like the dangerous bunny. Hey, look, I can get my armor back. And let's see, range. Yeah, we'll get more range. Ooh, straight up potato. All benefits, no downsides. Oh! It's perfect for the king, too, because that'll just get me even more stats on top of the stats I already get. Cool. They're sitting on a ton of range. I could probably pick up the blindfold for more dodge and what have you. Hold on to the wheelbarrow. And, yeah. I guess we're gonna spec towards dodge, huh? Would be nice if I got more weapons, though. Just saying. Or I should say more guns. They are giving me more weapons in the shop, but none of them are guns. Or ranged weapons, I should say. Because if they give me like a rocket launcher or a flamethrower, I guess I can't really object to that. Beggars can't be choosers. Which is funny, because I'm not playing as a beggar right now, I'm playing as a king. The shop is not following my orders. I think maybe they should get replaced. We should replace the shopkeeper with one that will get me the items that I need when I need it. That is my decree. If only I could make that the case. But nah, King just bougie. Just hates poor quality stuff. Or common stuff, I should say, not poor quality. Yeah, we'll get more armor. Still no guns! Ugh! You're for real? So we'll get that. You have a reroll. Still no goddamn guns. Ugh, okay, fine. This is gonna end up costing me. Man, why couldn't I get the Renegade loadout for this guy here? The one who actually wants tier 4 weapons cannot, for the life of him, work his way towards there because the shop is just constantly throwing middle finger. It's a very low materials round, huh? I say as I build myself up to 350-ish. Man, it's all tier 1. Yeah, get that. Still no weapons. Should probably buy one of these so I can free up a shop slot. And I guess we'll get the other one as well. Glass cannon. I don't think I can afford more armor reduction. We're already sitting at, what, 5? Alright, next wave. This lack of weaponry is going to be the end of me. I should say lack of weaponry that I like. You gotta remember I take additional damage this way because I think I got that peacock, right? Make sure to not get hit too much. So it'll be very hard to recover that damage, especially if I get hit too many times in quick succession. That's the one thing about this game. No mercy invincibility, so you could very easily find yourself at the run lost prompt in short order. Alright, I'm starting to get a little irritated from the lack of guns here. Guess we'll get wisdom because we are running up on some longer runs. Save the clover for now. Recycling machine ain't gonna be worth it. I'm barely getting any weapons as it is. Man, don't you hate it when that happens, when you kind of set yourself up in a way, but luck just rolls out in a way that it never once comes into your favor at all. This is like a sort of related story. Back in high school, I was like part of a physics class, and I think we were doing like a little kind of a game show type competition at the end, and the way the teacher did it, we were like grouped into teams of 6. And I guess they wanted to keep things fair. They would roll a die, and that would determine which member on the team would have to answer the question. And I guess you can probably guess what happened next. My number never came up, ever. I was pretty much like the smartest one in the team, too. Can you imagine that? It's just like basically my team just kind of got like an arm injury and just had to go through the entire game with that. And we still managed to win. Of course, victory felt hollow for me because I couldn't contribute shit to it. You'd think maybe the teacher would have perhaps maybe given some leeway. It's like, alright, this once I'll ignore the die, but nah, they kept rolling that die. It's like, no, we will follow the die to the end, and made for a bad time for me, at least. I'm sure everyone else enjoyed themselves. Not me and all the other ones who were never able to go up and show off their prowess. Thanks to luck mechanics. Screw luck-based mechanics. You know, unless they're like crit chance and item drop rate. Or at the very least, if there's like no way to manipulate the luck factor, it feels bad. Right, if they give you a way to kind of manipulate crit chance, item drop rate, and, you know, dodge, what have you, like they do in here, it's not too bad, but otherwise, sometimes it feels like something that's like not in your control, right? It sucks when something happens to you, right? It's like you did everything right, but still you end up just completely face planting because of some sort of factor that occurs that you couldn't account for and couldn't accommodate. It's even worse when other people kind of give you crap for it, even though you did everything right for the most part, but it's just like that one time just didn't work out. Yeah, we'll go recycle that so we can get a bigger, better shotgun. Alright, I have 48 HP, so I think I can afford another tier 1 item or 2. I mean, one or additional tier item. Maybe several of them, even. That's what I mean by that. Words, they're funny sometimes. Ah, I just noticed, we're on wave 16. We finally got ourselves a full, decent arsenal, too. The next ranged weapon we find, we can finally swap out the spear for something else. Oh yeah, now it's all coming together. I need to look up where that comes from. I always like that particular meme, because it just feels like... I'm not sure if it's supposed to be in a sinister context, or if it's just supposed to be in, like, sort of a mastermind style, right? It's like, you got this big plan, and it's like, oh man, it's like everything's working out the way you want it to. It's like, yes, your plan is just to come together. Feels good. Whew. Need it. Alright, we'll recycle that. Yeah, we'll take the garden. Guess we'll get more max HP. I'll go for that. Get the little frog. Baby elephant. Alright, reroll. See what we get. Hey, lumberjack shirt. That would be totally worth the HP penalty there, that's for sure. Alright, save mats for the next wave. It would be nice if I could get at least tier 1, tier 4 weapons so we can get a tiny little boost. I mean, I could probably do that with the shotguns, but that would mean I have fewer weapons. Don't want to specialize too much, because, you know, even if you do get a higher quality weapon, that's, like, still fewer bullets that are coming out at the other enemies. So unless you got, like, something you can replace a slot with, it'll be an overall loss of DPS. And for what? Just a little extra stat boost? Eh. Sometimes you gotta weigh the two options. Ooh, 518. Cycle that. Get more attack speed. It's in a decent amount of range, so I think I can afford a blindfold. Gonna ignore the chameleon. Actually, we could probably get that. You know, in the off chance that we do end up standing still for a split second, that extra dodge might come in handy. Oh, look at all these fancy guns. Oh man. Okay, we're definitely gonna get one of these next wave. We just gotta lock these in. Picking them up soon enough. Oh man. Are they always this fast? Did I just like pick up an item that inadvertently increased enemy speed at some point? That might be the case. But yeah, I do need to try to get as many materials as I can so I can afford the two high-tier weapons in the shop. I don't think I'm gonna get the rocket launcher, unless I somehow luck out, because there's like, man, material drop rates like really poor this round. Alright, go for a crit chance here. Ugh. Already on wave 18. Okay. Can at least combine the shotguns together. We'll get one tier 4 item. Get ourselves a shredder. Ah. Fortunately, by the time we get the hunting trophy, its usefulness will have run out, so... yeah. We'll see if we can get like 400 materials this round. That's a rather tall order, all things considered. much was it? 575? Yeah, I don't think with the current rate our materials is going up, we might not be able to reach it. Yeah, I don't. Unless suddenly like a ton of crates start dropping, I don't think we're gonna get that rocket launcher, sadly. Oh, guess I was wrong. Wow. Alright, recycling that. Sure, why not? One more bunny. Guess we'll get the heart. Yeah, all the other weapons suck. We're gonna... Actually, let's look. Oh yeah, Spear's definitely the worst performer here. Bye-bye. Hello. Look at that. Boosted damage, how much we have now. Plus 50% damage and attack speed because we have 2 tier 4 weapons. Oh yeah. You'll love to see it. Alright, let's see if anything else shows up with our final, Ooh. Why couldn't the Vigilante Ring have come up earlier? I guess we could get Cyber Ball at least. That will come in handy. Octopus. Alright, we're gonna lock these even though it won't make a lick of difference, because this is the final wave. Oh boy, it's this guy. Said we are packing hella DPS, so very likely we can defeat this fella before time's up. Just have to be very careful. Oh man, uh-oh. Duck and weave, duck and weave. Woo! I thought I was gonna screw up there. And of course, the legendary weapon we get is Excalibur. What is this? Alternates between thrusting and sweeping. -3 armor for every weapon you have. Wow! Really wants to be the only one, though it's got hella damage to make up for that. Sheesh. Well, that'll be an interesting playstyle. At least conductive to the king, sort of. At the very least, it's thematically appropriate, if nothing else, right? Okay. Let's do another run here. Didn't unlock any new characters, though, so... These other ones that are remaining are ones that I always have trouble with. It feels like I think I'm gonna make it, but then I just kind of hit a brick wall. Like with this one. But we're gonna try it again. Try them again. At very least, I can try to work my way towards 1 HP. Just have to get smacked a few times. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay. So I can't pick up any fruit, which probably means no breaking trees, or at least no getting close to them. Uh-oh. There we go. Easy. Okay. Maybe we'll do whatever run that character has unlocked for that, and then we can call it there. Alright, wave 2. This is one I really want to kind of win a run with, but I feel like... I don't know, for some reason, I just... Despite trying to, work towards this character's advantages, I always get overwhelmed, like, 2/3 of my way through the run, and I just end up losing. This feels like this one is, like, highly dependent on, getting lots of range, lots of crit. And if that doesn't show up, you're kind of up the creek without a paddle, yeah. Especially since you can't rely on harvesting, or you can't rely as much on HP either. So we'll get weird food. Shuriken's putting in some work. I do like I do like it when you have an enemy or skill that lets projectiles ricochet. Always feels nice. Attack speed. Hey, look, a ranged weapon. That and that. The acid probably won't be worth it, especially with the HP, reduced amount of HP I get. Oh man, almost made it to 100. I'll easily get 100 later, just have to wait. Just wait a little bit. My opportunity will come soon enough. For my ranged weapons game. There we are. Uh-oh. Do have to remind myself, don't pick up any harvesting upgrades, because they will just go poof. Hey, another metagun. Let's get that. Glasses, and sure, grab a knife for now. At this point, I just need DPS. That will get swapped out when it becomes convenient, but till then, we'll welcome it to the arsenal. Whew, alright. Hey, look at that. Lots of crit. And even more. Oh, we're at 32 now. And why not offset the dodge a little bit? We'll get that. I guess Ritual. And hold on to Cyclops Swarm for now. And Thief Dagger. Yeah, miniguns are probably going to be the first thing to go. Because, you know, knife is tier 2, so it'll at least have more damage. I guess this character's big weakness is going to be squishiness, because you're kind of incentivized to stay away from HP upgrades, as they give you fewer HP, so you're just going to be able to take fewer hits, so you gotta... I guess you could at least shore up your defenses the other way, right? Get more dodge or get more armor, whichever one works better for you. Dodge might actually be favorable in this case, because, you know, you're going to have fewer HP, so even if you do get, like, a ton of damage reduction, you're not going to be able to take that many more hits. Wow, a lightning shiv. I guess I could just combine the metiguns together. Yeah, I can do that. And combine that to tier 3. Get the Thief Dagger. Very unconventional setup, but I guess it'll have to do. Yeah, it's just gonna start becoming an issue if I can't get better guns, because trying to move my way around these chargers gonna take a bit more work than I'm used to. Well, I wish I got one of those sacks. Just let me build up some materials. Alright. Gonna recycle this, actually. And, why not? Let's get more attack speed. And, sure, even more attack speed, why not? Some range. I go for riposte. It's not gonna do much. It's only additional melee damage. There's no dodge chance. I had to have to produce that myself. Yeah, probably not worth it. Go ahead and get snail. Void flag would only be useful for fewer enemies, but 5% I don't think I can justify that price. At least they're falling pretty quickly for now, but then again, this is the farming round, so they are going to fall pretty quickly. So you just gotta direct yourself towards the crowds, because that's where you'll get the most materials. Yeah, I think that's the whole thing about this run, it's like, very little room from error because of the HP penalty and what have you. So, yeah, you can't afford to mess up too much. Forget if this was like the character that got benefits for having more range. Oh yeah, they do. Okay. Guess we'll get that. I get the shotgun, so I'll combine these shuriken together. For 2 HP, we gotta start the run. Next wave with 1. No thanks. I don't like being at death's door. Makes me too nervous. Start panicking, start overcompensating. I end up dodging into an enemy and losing the run thanks to that. See, when I do dangerous things like that, too, try to bob and weave between enemies, it's like, oh man, it's only gonna get worse as the enemy density becomes higher. Can't do this bob and weave thing forever, especially if, you know, the enemy's damage goes up as well. It's like, oh, just like that. Got too greedy. What do we have here? Golem. Wow. Increased HP armor modifications, attack speed when I have less than 50% health, but no healing whatsoever. Wow, interesting. Okay, why don't we try a run with them? And, with the revolver. Can probably do with, not getting below 50% HP for now. Does mean I hope I get that one upgrade that, you know, boost max HP when I pick up a... Oh wait, no, that won't help because I have to be at max health, and since I can't recover HP, that item will never proc. Oh man. Interesting characters. I guess with as many characters as this game has, you kind of need to have some that have some really unusual mechanics to them to, at the very least, to switch up item priority, weapon priority, kind of playstyle even. Kind of neat. It's kind of neat, I'll tell you. Alright, why don't I get... shoulders, I guess. That... Oh, can't afford anything else. So we'll move on. Alright. Ooh, be a good idea to get armor, right? How much armor do you start with? Oh, no, you just get additional armor from modifications, okay. Yeah. And, guess we'll get a pistol for now. Shore up our range damage any little bit we can. So very specifically want to try to stay below 50% HP, because that's where we get the big bonuses too. Oh, 93. Oh, take that for sure. And, chance, why not? Hey, look at that, more armor. Let's get that. Now at 3. Start the wave with 1 HP. Probably not worth it, because, you know, that weapon, that item would normally be balanced around you being able to heal, so you gotta be skilled, but if you can't heal, what's the point? Oh, that means lifesteal and regeneration are kind of freebies too, right? If I get a penalty to one of those, well, doesn't really matter too much in the long run, huh? Alright, so we'll get that. And we'll actually combine all of them together into one super revolver. Have this other... Oh, wait, shouldn't have gone that far. Ah, well. We're early. I think I can afford 5 guns for now. I can afford being stuck with 5 guns for now, I should say. Even though revolvers are like super sexy because of their high damage. Usually, I think, at least, it'd be a good idea to carry other weapons to have a consistent fire rate so that you can cover for the times that the revolver has to reload. Guess we'll get fingers. Ooh, yeah. Get acid. Hey, room for a shredder. Lots of sacred sausage, get coffee. Ah, it is nice being able to get tier 1 items again. Every minor stat boost helps. I don't know how much HP that I can get this guy up to. Also, it'd be nice if I could get, like, you know, armor items, because this guy likes the armor. Watch this run have, like, very, very few armor offerings for me. Because that's just how it be sometimes. Luck be a harsh one. Of course, we get the armor upgrade when it's only a tier 1. I'm gonna get it anyway. Hey, jumps to 5. That's cool. Let's see, these two are meaningless. This one is not. Let's see what shows up here. Ooh, shotgun. I have 616, 419, 540, 339. Of course, revolver is the outstanding weapon. The rest aren't looking too great. That's it. I know the pistol falls off after a bit, so I want to drop that. Oh, why did I get that? Forgot. I can't heal. All I did was just give myself minus 2% dodge. This muscle memory sometimes just screws me over. Ah well. Shouldn't be too bad, because my dodge was already in the negatives anyway. I'm trying to build up my armor, so dodge penalty isn't going to be the end of the world. Yeah, they're starting to hit a little harder. It would be nice if I could get any substantial armor boosts at all, game. That way. Oh, hey, look at that. 3 armor. Sure, we'll get that. It's up to 9 now. So we get an incendiary turret and compass. Not getting gambling token though, 'cause we're focusing on armor gains. Yep, moving on. Ah, we're at wave 9. This is the farming wave. Gonna be swimming in materials after this one. Hopefully we'll get some good upgrades on offer. Oh boy, I'm getting smacked around. Said if I get... Did I hit the threshold? I think I might have hit the 50% threshold. Well, I'm definitely at the 50% threshold now. Oh yeah. It's all popping off now. Ooh, 460 materials. It's a good amount. Only I had shackles on another character. What should I boot here? I guess I could just boot the metagun, because it's not going to do anything for me since I can't recover health. And, 1 reroll. Ooh, good thing I did that. Yeah, we'll save everything else for now. Really could use some more armor. The current rate does give me a good amount of damage reduction, but it would be nice to have more. Just become tank. I should just let myself get smacked around so I can trigger the half health bonus. And again, I want to be able to afford to take hits too, so I don't want to get too ahead of myself. But I really shouldn't be too averse to just running in and getting stuff, because I can take hits. At least at this point in the game, I can take hits. Oh man, should I get luck? It is a tier 4 luck upgrade. Oh, it's just 2 armor. Yeah, I'll get it. And, only that didn't come with an armor penalty. I'll be all over it. A reroll. So it's that. Alright. Still no extra armor bonuses. A bit of a bummer. Or at least we can now kill trees and make turrets spawn that will help just get a little extra damage out there. I think that might be one of the items they added in the 1.0 update. Pretty good one. Now that I've been hit, all the healing items will gravitate towards me. Alright, good amount of stuff here. We'll get my crit chance at 15. So range damage at 2. I guess we'll go for crit chance. Baby Gecko. And upgrade my Shredder. See what the reroll gets me. Oh, an SMG. Well, like, very least I can combine these two together. Stick that in there. Lock these two, because I like those. Range and attack speed, and the lifesteal isn't gonna make a difference because I can't heal anyway, so... That's just all upside, no downside. Man, only on wave 12. Long ways to go before we reach the top. Yeah, big guns are starting to deal a bit more damage. Can't take as many hits I used to, because I'm not getting any armor, because this game is refusing to drop much armor from me. Alright, good triceps. Get that too, and more luck. Can't do a reroll, wouldn't be able to afford anything anyway. Might as well just let the shop roll over. Say my 13 mats might get me the edge I need to pick up an item next round. Or next intermission, I should say. can afford to run through the middle, just right through the enemies a few times. Ugh, still no armor. This adrenaline, unfortunately, of no use to me. Gummy Berserker, I don't want to take the armor hit, especially since this run is being really stingy with armor right now. Does not want to give me any. Oh. Just as I say that. Alright, but maybe we want to get the hunting trophy first, reap the benefits of that. I think I can afford to take a couple more take a little extra damage. And that's where the lock comes in handy. It's like, ooh, an armor item, but I don't want to get it right now. I can at least save it for the next wave then. That's good stuff. Part of me wishes that this game would just add like a custom mode where, you know, it doesn't count towards progression or anything. Just, you know, select your character, select what items you want to see during a run, maybe select other parameters like what enemies will appear, enemy density, and things like that, and just go nuts with catharsis. One of the things I like about was Invisible Incorporated. That old Clay game that's about, you know, stealth tactics. It really will give you a large degree of customability over your run. If you want to, like, have a run that's just, you know, super duper hard, you know, the enemies get a lot of movement, you get very little money gen, and alarm goes up really quickly, you can do that. Or if you want to have a run where the alarm never goes up, your crew's just nigh invincible, you can have that too. It's nice, I'll tell you. Alright, we're up at 13 armor now. I don't know why I got that turret. It only will do absolutely nothing for me. How much damage reduction is that? 46%. Alright, it's a respectable amount. Means the big hits will hurt less, at least. Yeah, we're at an okay spot for now. Can mow them down fairly quickly. They do hit kind of hard, but definitely not as hard as they could have if I had, you know, less armor. Really nice if I could get, like, even more armor so I could make those hits even tickle. Just tickle. Right. Oh. Okay. I can take hits, but I can't take all the hits. I had to remind myself of that. Hey, lumberjack shirt. That'll come in handy. Guess we'll take glasses. And shoulders, and, yeah, we'll get the clover. Alien baby, actually, because that'll get us a lot of HP. Whetstone is useless. Claw tree. I mean, we have a lot of HP, so we could probably afford an HP hit. Increased crit chance will synergize nicely with our hunting trophy. Ooh, we are in the back fifth of this run, too. Can survive the next 4 waves. This run is as good as ours. So close to 19, and we finally got it. Alright, gotta watch out for those Mad Max purple fellas. So they definitely hit like a truck. Even with, you know, 46% reduced damage. They'll still take a good chunk out of our health. Whew! Got 500 mats too. That's pretty decent. Should I go for engineering? Should I just get dodge? Yeah, sure, why not? Even if it is late, 10% chance to dodge things might work out in our favor. Ooh, hey, duct tape. Get that. A little bit of extra damage reduction never hurt. Let's see the damage report. 1,000, 2,000, 4,000, 2,000. Alright, you know what? Let's shoot this pistol for a revolver. Can't believe I hung on to it for that long. Yeah, we'll get that. Okay. It's all just big ones this wave. Oh. Really can't be running into crowds like that. I say as I keep running into crowds like that. Oh, it's okay. We're at, what, 10 seconds left? Probably afford a hit or two if it means we get to get instant use of our materials. Ooh, hit level 20 as well. Nice. More armor. Pretty much get armor, no questions asked. So we'll get pickup range. XP gain, more pickup range. You know what, let's lock the shredder for now. What's our damage look like for these? 3,000, 5,000, 5,000, okay. Fortunately, the shotgun has been doing a ton of work, but we'll probably swap it out next round. Get a little different kind of AoE for our setup here. A lot more small fry this time, so we can take a couple of tickles here and there. Still don't want to make it the norm, because, you know, even a little damage adds up. Alright, starting to take more hits. I should probably start going around the edge a bit more. Alright, time to march in. Get materials while I can. Whew. Alright. Next to last shop around here. These bags have not come in handy once, but I'm gonna keep getting them. Alright. Salute you, shotgun. You've done well, but I gotta get a shredder now. Oh, hey, look at that. Explosion size boost. I like these two, at least. What's my armor look? How's my armor looking? 55% less damage. Alright, not that much more, but damage reduction is damage reduction. So I get the feeling the boss round is going to be more of a survival type round. And of course, since we don't have any recovery whatsoever, we've got to be extra careful with taking hits. Even though we can take more hits, doesn't mean we can't take all the hits again. Uh-oh. Going critical. That was a big risk I took there. Thankfully, I did not pay for it. Only we were a different character, that would have been real nice, but... Yeah, I'll take armor. More armor. Definitely that. What we got here? Ah! Nothing good. Alright, one more reroll. Oh boy. Not really kind of screwing us over. Okay, what about piercing? I guess just enough mats to afford the stake. Sure. Alright, what's our final damage reduction tally look like? 59. Alright, a respectable amount. Now we gotta survive a minute and a half against this guy again. Okay. Little merry-go-round bullets. Probably be a good idea to, attack trees, because they'll get me more turrets, which will let me fend off the horde. Although I am taking more hits than I'm comfortable with. I don't think I'll be able to survive if I keep getting hit at this rate. Come on, I just gotta do another 40 seconds. Ugh, why'd it have to be this person out of all enemies? This is the one that's, like, most troublesome if you're trying to survive. Alright, 20 seconds. Well, oh no. One hit left. I cannot afford any more. Stop getting close to me. Whew! Oh my god. Oh man. Somehow managed to pull it off there. Just went Ultra Instinct. There were multiple points where I felt like, oh no, I was gonna zig when I should zag, and that's gonna be the end of that run, but whew! Thankfully, I managed to make it through. We got ourselves Stone Skin. Very straightforward. More HP for every armor you have. So you get a 2 armor penalty. I guess it makes sense, because, armor gains are very, very little, so they only make it too synergistic. Alright. Okay. Should I do another one? Do we have another character unlocked? Maybe I should I give one more go to the apprentice? Nah. I can't. I'm always getting hit. I can't afford to... I mean, I'm always getting hit. I can't not get hit. That's a bit too much of an ask for me, sadly. Soldier's an interesting one. You can't attack while moving, so this basically turns into, like, Bounty of 1 if you pick this character. Masochist is an interesting one. Arms dealer, also interesting. Streamer. Remember I made a whole short about that. Yeah, the rest of these guys are like ones that I just have an incredible amount of trouble with one way or another. Yeah, there are higher danger levels. What they do is just, add harder enemies, and certain waves will be designated as special ones, so they'll spawn even harder enemies, or just like a whole lot of enemies that wave, and you just gotta be ready for it. Thankfully, I tell you, like, right beforehand what it'll be, so you can maybe start preparing for it in a way or another, but... yeah. These two are luck-based, yeah. 10 more trees or 2 bait, you just have to kind of hope it shows up. It's like the thing that might have been easier to do if we were, like, early on, but now it's like, Alright, you know what? That has been a look at Brotato. Yeah, still pretty good wave survival based game. Manages to be its own thing with the how each wave is it's very wave based. I'd say again, it's like you do get like a little bit of a rest between your fights in the arena. It's not like say constant 20 to 30 minutes of you fending off the horde. You get breaks, so you can choose to breathe a little bit without having to hit pause or anything like that. And also, progression is all about just unlocking new items or characters, right? There's no sort of meta stat boosting progression. You can't increase your attack for future runs or anything like that. You just unlock more characters and items. That's basically the long and short of it. I imagine that will probably appeal to folks out there. Also, apparently has mod support. I haven't put in any mods myself, though I'm sure they're out there. I'm sure if you find there are mods for Brotato out there that you can put in here. And yeah, let's look at progression real quick. Yeah, so this is everything you've unlocked, everything you can unlock for characters, items, and what have you. This is basically the achievements section, isn't it? Anyways, I think that will do it for this stream. Thanks for stopping by. Thanks for tuning in. It's a little bit of a programming note. I'm gonna be off for the next week. There won't be any streams because we got a holiday coming up in the US, and I'm gonna be taking a vacation. So yeah, just gonna take the opportunity to kick back and relax. I don't think I've taken a full week off since I started, so maybe it'll be good to just take it easy for a little bit, focus on some other things, and of course, do vacation. I'll still be on Twitter. I'll still put up stuff on YouTube and Instagram, so you can at least see me there. Alright, so yeah, I guess next time I'll stream will be like Wednesday after this coming one. So yeah, I'll see you then. Alright, let's see who's there to raid. Different crowd of folks for this afternoon raid here. I do like how the soundtrack just keeps going, right? It's just a playlist of stuff. All pretty good tracks, though, so you guys have that. It's decent enough music to have playing while you're out there trying to survive against a horde. Oh yeah, I guess I should also mention, Brotato's like pretty cheap, right? Like even if it wasn't on sale, you still like $5 US. I can imagine it can't be very different in other countries. Very affordable, right? It's about the price of Vampire Survivors, so you'll probably get a good amount of playtime. You'll probably get your money's worth out of this, is what I'm trying to say. It would be worth it at full price. It's even more worth it when it's at a discount, right? Like it is right now. And it's a lot of folks on today that I want to raid into. But gotta pick one. Just keeping my options open. I've pegged a few that I might want to perhaps go to, but see who else is out here. Alright. I believe I have made my decision. We'll see if they have raids open before I say anything. Alright, looks like I went through. Okay. Felky the Arcane is playing FTL. Apparently they got like a mod enabled, so yeah. That game rules so much. Can you believe it's like, I want to say it's like almost 10 years old now? Anyways, it's very, very old, and I think it still holds up pretty well. Those are the guys that went on to make Into the Breach, which is also another pretty rad game, which also got a advanced edition. Came out actually last year? God, how time flies. I remember streaming that back when it came out not too long after. Want to run on easy. Maybe I'll revisit that one day. Who knows? But yeah, I guess if you're joining in on the raid, hit them with like a potato raid. Otherwise, I'll see you next week. Enjoy a break. Enjoy your vacation. Enjoy, your week. See ya.